We're in the studio again with our model, our camera, and our light source. And we're going to be using the Minolta Light Meter to take a meter reading of our model, off of our model from our light source. To do this, we're going to set up our camera and our light meter together to be in sync and ready to go before we even get our model ready. So I've already set the camera to ISO 100, and I set my meter to the aperture, or shutter speed of 1/25 of a second, and my camera is also set at 1/25 of a second. The only thing that we're lacking now is our aperture. We need to know what our aperture is with our studio light. Now we can, our studio light is on full at the moment. We do have control of that where we can pull the light source down or up to give more or less light if we want a different aperture in the long run. At the moment, we're just going to take a meter reading to see where we're at with our lighting. To do that, we're going to have our model hold our light meter, and she's going to push the big button on the side. We're going to inform her to push the big button on the side, and we're going to place the light meter so that it's near her cheek and faced towards the light source, not towards the camera, but towards the light source. So if our model will take the light meter, put it as close to your nose there as you can, and aim it directly at the light source. Then we're going to come over to our camera, which has our transmitter on it, and we're going to have her hit the big button. So if you'll hit the big button, please, and then let go. The non-cord is going to start flashing in the display on the light meter. Once that's going, we can fire the flash. That's going to then take a meter reading. So when we come back now over and get our meter from our model, it says 11.9 as our aperture. That would be 16. So we're going to set the camera to f16 and take our photograph. So we can now come over to our camera, get our model in place, and there we go. And then we have a nice image of our model with the exact lighting ratio. Now, one of the things that you do need to know for further, when we get into this further in our class, is if you have multiple light sources and you are getting ready to take a meter reading, you need to turn all of those light sources off. For example, in this room, I would need to turn off the overheads and any other lights that I have on and take a meter reading from each individual light while it's on. Turn it off, go to the next light, turn that one on, and so forth until you get your ratios set up to the way that you want them.